Hi everyone, my name is Sam. Today I'm going to be explaining the limit of a function of chapter 2 in Calc 1. So today, these are the questions that I'm going to be going over. So the first question is find the limit as s approach 3 of f of x. One of the quick tip I'm going to when you are looking at the limit, always read the y axis. So the y axis is going to tell you the limit as x approach any number. So for the first question is find the limit of f of x as x approach 3. So 3 is located right here in the graph. So we're looking for the limit as x approaches 3. So we have to look at the limit from both sides, from right and from the left. So the limit as x approach 3 from the right is 4. You can see I'm only reading the y-axis. So the limit as x approach 3 from the right is 4. And the limit as x approach 3 from the left, so we're going to come from the left, right here is 3. Therefore the limit as x approach 3 of f of x is 4. So let's go to the next question. The limit as x approach 4 of f of x. So right here we can see, right here is 4. And we're looking at this limit. The limit as x approach 4 right here is undefined, but it does exist. So right here, the limit as x approach 4 from the right. So you come from the right. When you come from the right, so you read the y-axis. So it's 2. And when you go from the left, so you approach from the left of 4. So it's also 2. So therefore the limit as x approaching 4 of f of x is 2. So right here, this is where people get confused. So we're going to find the limit of f of x. The limit as x approach 2 of f of x. Where is 2 is right here. So since we're looking at the limit, the old limit as x approach 2, so we have to look at the limit from the right and the limit from the left. So the limit as x approach 2 from the right, just as a quick tip, you look at the y-axis, the limit as x approach 2 from the right is 2. All right, let's just make a note right here. So the limit as x approach 2 from the right. Right is always raised to plus. Anything raised to plus is from the right. Of f of x is 2. So you approach 2 from the right. You read the y-axis, so it's 2. Then we go to the left. So the limit as x approach 2 from the left of 2. So we're approaching 2. So we approach 2 right here. So we read the y-axis. So that's 4. So therefore the limit as x approach 2 from the left, which is negative, of f of x is 4. So therefore, since the limit as x approach 2 from the right is different from the limit as x approach 2 from the left, therefore the limit as x approach 2 does not exist. DNA means does not exist. And this is the reason. The reason why is because the limit as x approach 2 from the left is not equal to the limit as x approach 2 from the right. So that's the first reason. Let me put the reason right here. Reason why the limit as x approach 2 does not exist is because one of the reasons is because the limit as x approach 2 from the right of f of x is not equal to the limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f of x. Okay, let's do the last question. So the last question is find the limit of f of x as x approach -2. So -2 is right here. So the limit as x, so we have to use the same technique we use right here. So we have to, since we're looking at the limit as x approaching -3, so we have to look at the limit as x approaching -3 from the right and from the left. So the limit as x approach -3 from the right. So I always tell you, the quick tip, read the y-axis, is -2. So the limit as x approach -3 from the right side of f of x is -2. And the limit as x approach -3 from the left of f of x. So we look at we already look from the right. So from the right, limit as x approaching -3 from the right. So we look at the y-axis is -2. And from the left, so from the left, you have to come from the left. So from the left, the limit as x approaching -3 is -infinity. Because this line is just going down. It's just going to -infinity. So therefore, the limit of f of x as x approaches -3 from the left approach -infinity. So since the limit from the right is different from the limit from the left, so therefore, the limit does not exist as x approach -3. And the reason is the same, because the limit as x approaches -3 from the right is not equal to the limit as x approach -3 from the left. And also the second reason is because the limit, let me put the first reason. So the first reason right here. The first reason is because the limit as x approach -3 from the right of f of x is not equal to the limit as x approach -3 from the left of f of x. And this is the first reason. And the second reason is because f of -3 is not equal to the limit as x approach -3 of f of x. And you can see that right here. F of -3. So the f of -3 is right here. This is f of -3. And this is -1. The f of -3 is -1. And the limit as x approaching -3 of f of x does not exist. Therefore, this limit of f of x as x approaching -3 does not exist because of these two reasons. So the quick tip, just make sure you guys refer to the quick tip. Always read the y. The y-axis is going to tell you where the limit is. So always refer yourself to the y-axis whenever you are looking for the limit of a function. Thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing the next section of this limit of a function in the next episode of my video. Thank you guys.